name is Shelby Howard. Today I'm doing this video for microbiology, which is Bio 225. The date is 9/11/2018, and we are culturing microbes in broth. So here I have all of my nutrient broth tubes. I have one labeled E. coli, one labeled S. epidermis, and then S. cerevisiae. And then I have the alcohol right here. I have my pipette. And then I have the yeast. I already put the yeast in here because it needed to go for 10 minutes to be able to froth. So I didn't want to have to make you wait here for 10 minutes. So I went ahead and already put a 1/4 cup of warm water and then half a teaspoon of the yeast packet in there. So here I am. Right now I'm going to take my pipette and squeeze alcohol up into it. Squeeze the alcohol out while shaking it, making sure there's no alcohol left in the pipette. Since the pipette is now sterile, I'm going to uncap my E. coli and run it to sterilize the lip really quickly. Okay. I'm going to also open the E. coli powder in here, setting the lid down. I'm going to go ahead and go straight in, up and down with my pipette, squeezing the liquid in, not touching the rim on the way in or out. Same on this one, squeezing all the broth in there. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit more broth. Again, not touching, going in or out. And I'm going to place some more right in here. Okay. That appears just to be enough, so I'm going to put the rest of the broth back in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my tube right here, being careful not to touch the lip. I'm going to put my pipette right here, back in the alcohol. I'm going to cap the small tube, the E. coli. I'm going to shake it, making sure that that powdery liquid is going to be dissolved. At the same time, I'm just going to take alcohol, draw it up into my pipette, and squeeze it out and shake that while it's done. There's no more alcohol coming out. This mixture seems to be mixed. So I'm going to go ahead and uncap this. Place the cap on the counter. Didn't touch the lid of the rim. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my already sterile container. I'm going to squeeze liquid up into the pipette. I'm going to make sure I'm not touching the edges going in or coming out. I'm going to go ahead and grab more of the liquid. Again, not touching sides going in or coming out. Okay, and this vial is now empty. So I'm going to place the pipette back in the alcohol. I'm going to re-sterilize the rim really quickly. So now I'm going to recap this one and set it off to the side. If I can get the cap, just sit there, it goes. Okay. So now that one's done. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same process. So I'm going to clean my pipette. And shake it so there's no alcohol coming out anymore. I'm going to grab my Aseptic Midis right here. Going to unscrew it, turn the cap over, take it and sterilize the lid really quick. Okay, the lip's nice and sterilized. I'm going to go ahead and open the next tube right here. I'm going to not touch the broth. The side of the container is going in and out. My pipette broke open, so give me 1 second, let me grab another one. And I already sterilized this pipette. I'm going to pull some up. Not touching it on the way in or out. Drop some in my tube. Do the same thing again, grab a little bit more. Not touching. Put the rest of the broth back in there. I'll put that there. I'm going to set this right here for a second. I'm touching that lid. I'm going to carefully screw this lid on. I'm going to shake. Okay, now I'm going to open this one. Whoop, there we go. Set down carefully. I'm going to grab my jar. I'm going to make sure there's no alcohol coming out of my pipette and it's sterile. Going to not touch the rims coming in and out. Going to get some of that. Not touching the rims coming in and out. I'm going to grab some more. Okay, I'm going to place my pipette back in there. I'm going to heat the lid, the rim really quick. Okay, we're all good. I'm going to then close this one and sit it back over here. So now we're done with the second one. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Now we're going to come over here to our yeast. Our yeast has been frothing for about 10 minutes now. So I'm going to make sure my pipette is sterile. Pull up a little bit of alcohol, let it out, shake it so there's no more alcohol. Okay. I'm going to open up my last tube, which is the Aseptic. I'm going to take this one over the flame and rotate it around as well. Sterilize the top. I'm going to grab my yeast and jump over here. I'm going to pipette to 0.25 of the yeast mixture. Alright, so my Make sure the yeast is around my vial. My pipette is now clean. Let me go ahead and sterilize my lid one more time. The top of my vial. So now I'm gonna close it and set it back up here. And now I'm ready to incubate for 48 hours. We'll go back and check on this, and then if we don't see that cloudy color or anything collecting at the bottom, we are going to add another 24 hours. Okay, so see you in 48 hours.